What's going on, you guys? It's another sick and lit edition of I'm Dead Memes, hitting you upside the head with a smidge of meme news. And I'm really just trying to understand a story that's going around. It's a story of YouTubers that are going back and forth at each other. It's a scandal about another older woman by the name of Sharrell, who runs a YouTube channel called Sharrell's World, where she gets into drama with the different reality TV shows like the Housewives and 90 Day Fiance and different things of that nature. And it involves this other character here. Well, I won't call him a character, but this do I call him a child? A preteen? A baby? What do I call it? Okay, Rich Andrew. It's involving this guy named Rich Andrew, and apparently he was on Sharrell's World, and they were spilling tea, and they were gagging, and they were doing this and doing that. But I just need help understanding the story, you guys. I just need a little bit of help of trying to see why this is such of a big scandal, why this is such of a big deal, why this is such of a big hit. I mean, help me. I'm not trying to bash nobody's content. I'm not trying to bash nobody's channel. I mean, I'm just starting out myself. I see you all see. I only have about a handful of subscribers. Hello. The purpose for my page is pretty much to share news with you guys and to pretty much get you all's opinion about what's going on. A lot of times, you know, we're censored and we can't say certain things online, and I want this to be a platform where we talk about news, whether it's mainstream media and or whether it's YouTube and or whether it's social media driven. And from what I'm seeing on YouTube, and mind you, there's not a lot of stories covering this on YouTube right now. Also, too, shouts out to AT2. He is a phenomenal reporter. He covered this story, and I saw some of his videos. Shouts out again to AT2. I saw some of his videos, and a lot of the comments from these videos were making me feel like the whole thing behind this was Sharrell had a 15-year-old on her show. Can I speak in tongues for a little bit? Now, what I'm a little bit confused at is, how did this 15-year-old gain information that Sharrell's grown ass couldn't get? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how could this 15-year-old get information and get real deal tea that Sharrell could not get her hands on, or that her team could not find. I mean, at the end of the day, I could kind of just envision everybody sitting back on their phones on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, BitChute, I mean, whatever platforms there are, trying to dig up information, whether it's articles and or videos. I mean, unless this Rich Andrews is a, you know, up and coming socialite, honey. Okay, is he gonna be rubbing elbows with the up and coming upper class socialites? Is he bumping elbows with the girls? I have no idea. I mean, he was actually on Sharrell's World on her show spilling tea like he was a fucking adult. Okay, he was giving you tea and giving you all the shade like he was an adult. Me personally, when I first looked at the video of them two talking with each other, and her having him on the show as a guest, I didn't know he was 15. What? I mean, I really won't, you know, looking at him like that, I really won't getting into him like that, you know. I thought it was a pretty cool show. The girls were definitely spilling tea and being shady. But did I think he was 15? No. But I mean, if he's able to sit back and watch Housewives of Atlanta, is he not able to talk about it with adults? Or should he only talk about it with his age group of other people that watch Housewives of Atlanta? I'm not really getting that whole aspect. Now, I know that YouTube has a COPA law where, you know, they don't allow, you know, children to see certain things online when it comes to graphics or sexual activity or explicit stuff. You know, where the stuff is like R-rated, G-rated, you know. I mean, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? That's what I get when I get the story. Something was supposed to be, you know, sold to Page 6. Somebody by the name of, what's his name? Adam was supposed to release a story. He couldn't do it in time. Sharrell got her hands on it, bitch. Rich Andrew got his hands on it. Somebody released the story, and boom, the girls fell out. Don't nobody like each other no more. What happened? I don't know. not a lot on this. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on here. I mean, at the end of my day, it's none of my business. I know you guys, but I just thought that we all could talk about it. And you guys could hit me up in the comment section below. Hello? I don't know, but shouts out to Sharrell's World. I mean, I've seen some of her content. It's cute. The girls are definitely spilling the tea. I could honestly see her being on the Housewives of Atlanta. There are rumors out that that is what she is striving to do. You know, she wants to be one of the upscale socialite girls from the Hamptons, you know, on her own season. I get it. I'm here for it. Also, too, I could get that vibe from Rich Andrew. You definitely could tell he wants to be a YouTube personality or some type of a socialite, and or somebody that's, you know, like a blogger or a vlogger giving you the tea and giving you the spill, bitch. I mean, you know. From what I am gathering from this whole story is that this Rich Andrew, he, you know, has come up with this whole persona. You know, he's come up with this whole internet persona, I guess you could say. And, you know, he's giving the girls the shits and he's gagging the girls. And I guess a lot of people are hating on him because of everything he's doing and within his age that he's doing it at, I guess you could say. You also got a lot of people just like outright like threatening him. And I'm guessing that is pertaining to everything that's going on with Sharrell's World and this other guy that's involved in this story named Adam and Page 6. So it's just like, oh my God, y'all really out here threatening a 15-year-old. I mean, bitch, don't we got bigger fish to fry? Don't we have better things to do? It's just like, and there's really not even a lot of hardcore evidence to find from this whole story. I mean, even they're saying the team themselves, Sharrell's World team itself, didn't even do a whole bunch of fact checking and vetting their information sources when it came to getting a little bit of information that they got for the story anyway, Lord. We can't even really get no information on the damn story because we don't know if people telling the truth or not. It's just like, girl, what are we doing here? And after all of that, we're still clapping back at a 15-year-old, threatening a 15-year-old. You guys, and as I research and try to put things together, I also find out information that this Rich Andrew person, you know, really is 15. Of course, this we know, but when we get into the whole aspect of, you know, asking ourselves, why doesn't he have his own channel and why doesn't he have his own platform? Those things are quite questionable. I mean, if we're getting into truth here, of course, you know, we try to anyway. It would make sense. He's 15 years old, damn it. He can't have no page, honey. 15-year-old can't really have no page and get into of all the of the shade and the real tea and the real things of the adults, honey. Where you do have kids have their own social media, have their own platforms and things like that, but they're I'm guessing they're ran by adults and or managers, so that thing kind of works out that way. But like I said, you guys, I mean, I feel like maybe he could have gotten with an adult and maybe you know, got some type of team together so that he could, you know, give a child's perspective and or a young teen's perspective of what he thinks about Atlanta Housewives or any of the housewives, making more of his persona more solidified. You know, bitch, this is Rich Andrew. I got the pearls. I got the drip, baby. This is how I come. You know, I am from the DMV and this is my team. I am a minor, but, you know, we run the coin and we run the check over here. Speaking of run the coin and run the check, did Sharrell's World pay the people? Did they pay him, honey? For the interview, having him on the interview like that? I mean, he definitely came on professional. Like I said, I didn't even get into the fact that he could have been a minor, honey. Damn, I guess once you dive deeper into this story and you get into dissecting everything, I guess this is, you know, a pretty big deal, Miss Sharrell's World, honey. I would have lost my mind, bitch. I would have like, you know what, bitch? Let me talk to my mama. Look, you know how when you go on a field trip for the kids, when you go on a field trip at school, bitch, you gotta sign a consent form and get your parents to sign the form so you can go. Come on, Rich Andrew, get you some forms to sign, honey. And get the people to hit you up in the DM, bitch, and sign the consent form and let them know you got a minor coming on the show to talk shit. Ow! And also to you guys, digging a little bit deeper into this story, there was a statement released by Rich Andrew's father. A lot of the people out there are saying that this was a false statement, that his father really didn't even write this statement. A lot of people are saying that this was probably him himself trying to deflect the issue. Also, too, within all of that, I just asked myself if the father came out and wrote a statement like this and said that they had a contractual agreement with Sharrell's World, then why wasn't the father and or the family managing a YouTube page and or an Instagram page for Rich Andrew himself, because he was a minor? I really wasn't checking like that, but once you go back and watch it knowing that he's 15 years old, it's just like, oh, okay, bitch, wow. I guess some other precautions and some other measures should have taken place. No shade, no tea. As I dig into it more, I'm starting to see that, I mean, it's maybe false on both ends as well. Also, too, how come Rich Andrew just didn't come out and be like, okay, homegirl, you know, I am 15 years old. If we're going to spill this tea together, we have to do it in the proper way, I guess. I mean, like I said, he's 15 years old watching an adult show like The Housewives. Who was he supposed to talk about it with? His parents? I mean, can he not talk about this show with other adults, or should he talk about this show with other 15-year-olds? It's just like, girl. So you guys, as I conclude this video, I really wasn't expecting to stay on this topic this long. We just don't want to forget that, you know, we're not throwing anybody under the bus. We're not trying to slander anybody. Everything is allegedly here, okay? And I'm trying to really get your thoughts and your suggestions about what's going on here. I don't know why Page 6 would really come to either of these persons as a source when they can just go get the court documents, which a lot of people have been saying anyway. So that's a whole scandal there within itself. And two, I guess Sharrell has had the opportunity to have Rich Andrew and Adam on her show. She's been evading those chances to have them on the show. So that's a whole nother tea and scandal within itself. And also to the age of Rich Andrew, and a lot of people disliking him just because of what's occurred. So I don't know, you guys hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all that's going on here. But even to then, when you go and do all of that digging, it's still a huge fog behind all of this, bitch. So it's just like, I'd just rather just chat with y'all and get the tea from y'all, bitch. What y'all think about this story, bitch? Okay. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification to be notified on when I upload more content and videos such as this.